Former world champion Magnus Carlsen will surely be kicking him. Okay, wait a second. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is really good. Here we go. Let's start off with a great article. All right. Okay, here we go. Announcing the Lichess World Championship. Okay, it gives us great pleasure to announce the Lichess World Championship, an event that will be contested exclusively on lichess.org. With the announcement that FIDE has decided to open up the world champion title to any organization that would like to run such a competition, it was only a matter of time until Lichess threw its hat in the ring, and we feel our world championship can stand toe-to-toe with any of them. All right. First off, I'm gonna assume this is a semi-troll, because that's a really funny first sentence to start with. Okay. With the exception of a brief period in the 90s and early 2000s, there has usually only been one World Chess Championship contested at a time, a real missed opportunity for the sport. In the last few days, the number of Chess World Championships has quickly ballooned to 3 and may soon exceed that, a sure sign of chess's exploding popularity. Now, first things first, I get this is a bit of a troll, but just to be clear, 3 is actually is wrong, because the current number is actually 5, because you have the classical, the rapid World Chess Champion, the Blitz World Champion. So actually it's 5. It's not 3, but regardless, that's not really a big deal. Let's keep going. Okay. The Lichess World Championship, henceforth World Championship, will supplant what was formerly known as titled arenas, and the title will be applied to Saturday's titled arena winner Ian Minlay, who becomes the 18th Chess World Champion and joins a long proud tradition stretching through Carlsen, Kasparov, Fischer-Steinitz, all the way back to Morphy. Speaking of which, we've also retroactively decided that Paul Morphy was world champion too, because come on, it's Morphy. Former world champion Magnus Carlsen will surely be kicking him. Okay, wait a second. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is really good. Former world champion Magnus Carlsen will surely be kicking himself for deciding to skip the world championship to play in a different event on Saturday. He likely only made this decision because it had yet to be announced as a world championship. Sorry about that, Magnus. We've just been too busy and hadn't gotten around to it yet. Okay. So how does the Lichess World Championship compare to the others? Well, the prize fund may be slightly less. There are numerous other advantages. Other world championships are played at a glacial time control like 10+0, while ours zoom along at 3+0 and 1+0. Speaking of glaciality, other world championships are only contested every 2 years, while players get a shot at ours every 2 weeks. Okay. What is this? The World Championship time control format, barrier to entry, Magnus participates, prize fund. FIDE, hours and hours. OTB, be really good at chess. That's the barrier to entry. Magnus hasn't decided yet. Prize fund $2 million. Chess.com, 10+0, chess.com, 10+0 and 15+2, online plus OTB, barrier to entry, pay to play. Magnus participates, probably not. $1 million prize fund. All right, Lichess, 1+0 and 3+0, online. Barrier to entry is that you have to have a FIDE title. Magnus participates sometimes. Prize fund, yes. Okay, this is really good. The prize fund is yes. Okay, good one. Okay. The principal advantage of our way of awarding the world championship title is, as has been discussed before, the arena format. Our children will one day scarcely believe us when we tell them that world championships used to be decided with matches and round robins instead of the scientifically proven most fun chess tournament format. With no breaks in play for commercials, arenas also have the advantage of being the format most resistant to attracting corporate sponsorship. So I'm gonna say, you guys, based on what Lichess has said, this means that I'm probably the greatest chess player of all time, because the arenas that chess.com holds, also known as Arena Kings, I've won probably like 95% of the Arena Kings that I played in. So what this means is I'm actually the greatest chess player of all time. So Daniel was close when he said that I'm maybe the second most talented chess player ever, when in reality I'm actually the greatest ever. Okay, let's keep going. Some naysayers may point out that the World Championship match is always the high water mark for interest in chess, and watering it down with a series of dueling World Championship titles could cause damage to the sport as a whole. What those people don't realize is how much money we're going to make off of this. Perhaps in the long term, a World Championship schism will kill the golden goose, as it were, but in the short term, I want a jet ski. So tell us what you think. Which world championship is your favorite, and why is it clearly ours? Perhaps you're interested in starting your own. The next world championship will be contested on May 8th with the 3+0 control. Okay, this is a really funny article. Really funny. Really funny. This is well done by Lichess. I mean, I think it's a troll, but nonetheless I like the spirit of the way they wrote this. So great article. Oh no, you won't be able to play for it because of the candidates. That's right. Yeah, that's right. But you know, I won the Agadmator arena as well, so I won that. I mean, maybe I'll jump in and play in one of the titled arenas, because I mean, I do think I have as good a chance as anyone to win. So good article, very good article, really funny. And thank you guys for telling me about it, because I had no idea about this. I must quit the candidates for the real world championship title. You know, honestly, you guys, I actually signed the contract this morning to play in the candidates tournament. If I had known that there was going to be an actual world championship happening in June, maybe I wouldn't have signed it, but unfortunately you guys only alerted me to this this afternoon, so it's a little bit too late, unfortunately. What can I say? All right, so that's all we have for articles right now, I think. That's all we have for articles right now, but we are going to move on to our Chessel, our Wordle, and everything else. So I'm going to minimize the chat and we're going to go from there. So let's keep rolling. Okay, so let's do our Chessel. I'll keep the music off for the time being. Obviously I just minimized chat. Let me let's get going. Okay, here we go. So let's start. I'm going to start with I don't know what the best starting opening is, but I feel like theoretically there are more openings that hit the E4 hits on move one than D4. Like I tried D4 the other day and I wasn't there. So I think it's like knight f6, knight c6 are played in almost every opening. So I'm gonna take a guess that maybe it's like an Ali Ekins defense. Maybe it's something like no, this is the wrong order actually. Let's just go with e4, e5, knight f3, knight 6, and I guess I'll go with the 4 knights again, because d4 hits all the d4 openings as well. So I think I just stick with this my starter opening. Okay, very good start. Maybe I can get into, so it's e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. No d4s, no knight c3. Now it could be a Berlin here very easily. If it's not knight c3, what are the options here? If you play the Panziani with c3, there's knight f6 here, so it's not c3. If you go, it's not a Scotch, it's not c3. It's either an Italiano like bishop c4, knight f6, or it's probably a Ruy Lopez with bishop b5, knight f6. Ich bin Berliner. So what is my guess here? I have two options. It's either the Gucci piano or it's the Berlin Wall. My instinct is that because it's Chessel, it's probably more likely to be. It could be the Il Figatello, also known as the fried liver too. I mean, it's hard to say no to this, but this doesn't give me information. So it's either I take the gamble and I guess that it's the fried liver, or I go for the. Let me think. If I'm wrong with this, if I'm wrong with this order, can I get more information? Is the question. Like, I mean, you can kind of cheat and play like a knight g5 here to sort of rig it, but I'm just trying to think if I can get more information from this. Because if it's the fried, like if it's the fried liver here, you probably aren't castling. It's just going to be, this is 5 moves, so it's either the fried liver or the Spanish. So let me think. What am I should flip a coin for this. It's one of the two. I just don't know which one it is. My instinct says that it's probably the meme opening, though. There's no d4. There's no bishop e4. I think it's the fried liver. I'm going to trust my instinct that it's like the fried liver. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Ha! I got it. Yes. Yes, I got it. Very good. Very good. Now that's what we call class.